If a game has not been electronically scored, scores can be manually entered into the admin portal. This task can be completed by the clubs within the time frame set by the association before a game is locked. This video will first demonstrate how clubs and associations can enter scores manually for 2020 and one-day games. Select Game Day from the main menu and use the date filter to navigate to the game you want to enter scores for. Select Details to open up the game. Click in the score boxes and enter the total number of runs, wickets and overs faced for each team. Select the All Out box next to the team if all batters went out to ensure the net run rate on the ladder calculates correctly. If the association has enabled the ability to add a super over in the event of a draw, the super over button can be selected. If one or more fields is populated for either team, for example, the number of wickets is entered for the home team, all fields for both teams must be entered in order to save the results. The Update Changes button will be disabled if all fields have not been entered. Complete the individual batting statistics for each player. You can change the batting order by dragging and dropping players. To swap a player into the batting lineup, select the two arrows and the current non-batting players will appear. Note the number of batters is set by the association. You can then enter the fall of wickets, noting that any time you enter player stats that do not add up to the overall result, you will see error messages appear. Select the bowlers and enter the relevant bowling stats. The game result will be automatically calculated once all fields have been entered, and the team with the highest run total will be awarded the win. If a game has not been played, there are other game outcomes which can be selected in the right-hand corner. Select the appropriate option from the drop-down to apply an alternative outcome to a game, including various DLS options. Once all scores have been entered, select Update Changes to save the result. If results do not add up, you will see a warning message appear asking you to save or go back and resolve. The ladder will automatically update once the scores are saved. Entering scores for a two-day game is slightly different as there are additional fields to fill in. Follow the same steps to open up a two-day game. You will notice there are additional boxes for each innings as well as an innings closure drop-down to determine how the team closed their innings. A two-day game will automatically go from upcoming to in progress when the start time of the game has passed. Another way to keep the game in progress is by selecting the in progress as an innings closure value for the team that is still playing at the end of day one. The second innings score boxes will be locked until all the first innings scores have been populated and none of the innings closure status are in progress. This means second innings scores cannot be entered before first innings. Once results have been entered, select Update Changes. A pop-up will appear in certain scenarios and you will need to select whether the game is in progress or is finalised. If in progress is selected, the game will be saved with an in progress status with no outcome determined. If finalised is selected, an outcome will be saved based on the scores entered. Note, team managers, coaches and captains can enter scores manually via My Teams.